Good day, folks. Daryl here with another Mandela Effect Earth Changes update. We still have, I'm hoping the next video will finish off the series on possible new countries, but we're going to take a quick break from that to do one on basically Southern California, and if we have time we'll scoot up to the Frisco Bay area. But we have a poison, Nimble Saint. Thank you so much, by the way, for all your work in the forum with getting pics posted in there for us to have some records moving forward. But I know you're down in this area where you could actually have a peek at some of this stuff, so we thought we'd get this out there. So, I don't know, let's start, I guess, with to the south. These islands here, I'm not sure if they belong at all, or if they're growing or changing. But I was just wondering, I measured them, they're only 11 kilometers or something from Imperial Beach there, so if they're supposed to be there, you may or may not remember those. But getting in a little tighter on this area, there is some kind of odd looking stuff to me. I don't know your area real good though, got to admit, but to me it seems like there's an awful lot of wetlands. I thought, the word is up here in Canada, we're always hearing that you guys in California are dying of drought, and yet you zoom into these areas and there's nothing but wetlands and wetlands that go on like for all over for big areas here. So I was just wondering if that is normal and natural looking to you. And then we got these kind of weird finger bars that of sand that show up and leave the little outlets here to let all this stuff drain out, or so it appears. But yeah, it looks like you can drive all the way down to here and get a good look at this stuff and see if it really looks natural, or if it looks like perhaps there's some land loss being experienced here. And it really makes me wonder, like with all this showing up like that, because of some stuff I was looking at on not just the East Coast but all over the place, where you're getting these little skinny bits of seashore land, and then behind it you get nothing but water, like big long inland seas or lakes or whatever. So yeah, it would be nice if you could see exactly what's going on in this neighborhood, and it might be a good idea to take note of what this street here is right now, and maybe this one, to kind of know for sure where the borders of this area sit right now. Okay, now this is freaky. Check this stuff out. And I tried, like, you grab the little dude here and drop him down and take some street view of some of these places. It behaves really bizarrely. Like, you can't even get into some of them, and whoa, oh no, what have I done? Uh-oh, crap, how do I fix this? Anybody know? Oh boy. Okay, then we get turned back around. I always gotta have north on top. Sorry about that, guys, but yeah, see, check this stuff here out. This, like, really, what could this be? I was able to, on Street View, I was able to confirm this stuff here. It kind of looks like some kind of like big piles of salt or something. That's exactly what it looks like. It was like a big salt plant or something. I don't know, some kind of white material. But then all of this area, these weird patchwork stuff, and this isn't unique to this area. We're seeing this weird patchwork layout showing up in a lot of areas where I'm not sure, we haven't been able to track it, but I think it might be land that's either coming or going, and I think more going than coming. But it was, yeah, as far as getting street view, you can't. On 90% of this stuff that's in question, you can't. At best, some places it'll give you ground view, just a grainy, really bad picture, like, of ground view, and no street view. Like, it's terrible. So there's something funny there. And then this area here, look at this. It's all, again, that weird wetlands where you guys are in drought, and it's got these streams running right through roads that obviously probably had a purpose at some point, or did they? I don't know. But yeah, definitely need to have a look at that area there. Make sure see, there's even more of this stuff. I mean, that could very well be. I hope I'm not wasting your time with this, just because I don't know your geography very well. Or not geography, but your, I don't know, what do you call that? The actual lay of the land and stuff there. There was another, yes, up here by SeaWorld. See, it's again showing a lot of this wetlandsy sort of area. And if you drop into a street view on here, it sort of looks like this, but sort of not. It's kind of out of scale. And then there, oh yeah, this island. Does this belong here? Check this out. See, it looks to me like if it was there forever, there'd be a lot of sign of people out there using this thing, no? And I dropped down, I did a street view run around. Again, that's the other thing. It's not like this place is hard to get to, and there's no street view for it, just that grainy ass ground view thing. So yeah, I was wondering about that. And there's Enchanted Island over here. That may be, may not be, but again, look at it. Doesn't this look like really weird ground? But at the same time, how could it not have been used for something with all of this around it? But who knows? And I dropped in there on Street View, and again, just the grainy ground view thing going on. Okay, so that is, I think, all I caught in that area. Actually, let's have a look at these. If you're going to be down there anyways, you should make sure everything's copacetic around these waterways. I don't see anything that looks like, well, maybe in here. I'm looking for that stuff that looks like the land maybe kind of flowing out. No, I don't know. But, well, we got a record of it now anyways, so we'll be able to tell if something does change in that neighborhood. Okay. Now, it seems to me, I don't know if you'll be driving right up the coast here when you're traveling around down there, but I honestly kind of suspect there's some spots where you may see new islands pop up along the coast here that weren't. So whether you actually videotape it or not, I mean, it's a lot of coastline. I don't expect that, but for sure, take note as you're driving along. Just make sure you're watching all the way. This was one. Yeah, I just got a feeling, guys, just from shape of some of this. So, yeah, kind of take note of what you see out. Why isn't that focusing? Break. Oh, these were the ones up here near Santa Barbara. See, look at these dark spots in the water here. Doesn't that look kind of suspicious for... What was that? See, some of them, yeah, platform. Some of them are drilling rigs, but that's why I sure wouldn't say there's going to be islands appearing, but there's enough questionable stuff that it's worth making sure you're watching as you drive out there. Yeah, see, look at this one. These ain't drilling platforms. Maybe, I don't know. One lone somebody out there. Farallon Islands. Yeah, see, check this out. They're called islands, but are they yet? It looks like just a little rock sticking through there, and look at all this. It looks like water washing off the hill that may be pushing up through there. Again, just all speculation, but since you're going to be passing right by there, see, this is marked as islands, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm not seeing anything through the surface right there. So definitely the Farallon Islands. You want to see if you can distinguish. See, here's James Islands, North Farallon. Wow. Yeah, you should definitely gonna want to take note of what islands are out here for sure. That one would be worth getting video of if you're willing to. I think if you can get out to this point, how far are you looking? Yeah, it's nothing. 15, 20 miles. You'll be able to see that well enough to identify what's there and what isn't for sure for future reference. Okay, we're headed to the Frisco Bay, and we're here. Perfect, because that's where all this questionable stuff is. So if you can make her all the way up to there, I just want to have a look at these reservoirs and make sure we get them cataloged so we can tell if there's any funny stuff. Okay, good to go. We can grab stills off those later. But it did look, this is what got my attention. I'm not sure, anybody catch that? Well, awareness check. Yeah, see, look at this. That looked familiar, the grandma's patchwork here going on. I know down San Diego end I dropped in on Street View and there was none for that area. See this water, I guess, is it? I don't know. It's gotta be. But why would you have all this water and then this, and then water, and then this? Are you kidding me? I don't know. And to do these funky patterns, like really, man, you gotta always think of the dollar too. Every time you're any question, doesn't matter what the question is, follow the damn money, or at least factor the money in. Now, who I can't think. I'd love to hear if anyone has any suggestions of what this could possibly be, and who would pay for all these roads and stuff around them. And really, I mean, really, what terrain? That's the word I was looking for earlier, damn it, when I used geography. The terrain is just whacked. What the hell is this stuff? See, and thankfully it appears to have plenty of road work in through it. See, I mean, some of this, realistically, I guess, if you wanted to err on the side of caution, it could be like settling ponds for water treatment, waste treatment facility, but no, it isn't. There's something else. Is this some kind of industry I'm not aware of that they would have right there in the bay and then plant what? Are these crops or something? Is this more water stuff? I don't know. But I'm hoping you can tell us. So yeah, Newark. From Newark, there's a big patch of stuff that if you could get down any of these streets to anywhere, well, along here for sure, you're going to be able to, you know what, just for kicks, let's drop in and see what we can see. Alright, right on the railroad tracks. Hopefully we're going to be okay. See the grainy pretend image things? I remember actually, I noticed a few of the viewers were commenting on the fact that that's all you could get now is this grainy ground view rather than, see, it don't matter how many times you click on street view, you just don't really get it. But see, some of this stuff, it'll let you run around over it, but sure, how are you going to identify it? I don't know. Let's try the white stuff. See what we got here. Yeah, well, I don't know. Pretty funky though. See, and down San Diego way, it wouldn't even let me walk around out there, so. Yeah, definitely, if you could check that out, being on your road trip anywho, that would be wonderful. See, again, over here, I don't know, maybe this is okay, maybe it's not, but from a lot of the others things we've done where we've seen that what looks like stuff getting washed out, that nice brown silty stuff, I'm kind of wondering if these patchwork areas, wetland areas, it kind of shows us that on its way out before it ends up being just another part of the bay. But yeah, there's maybe you know what? See, look at that. What possible, unless you guys is there some kind of wetlands reclamation type thing you do down there where you drain it off and then start to use it? Or these are all things you can teach me. Let me just have a quick peek here. I got it. But yeah, that's not good. What the? Okay, why doesn't this look anything like where I tried to drop? Just me, guys, or it's whacked? Shouldn't this? It won't turn for me. Yeah, boy. Okay, stupid thing. Sorry about that. I'm not an expert with this thing at all. It's pretty though, ain't it? All this stuff. Okay, what were we about? Oh yeah, we were trying to get a peek at this marshy stuff and just didn't pan out for us, did it? Let's try one more time. I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time on it. Okay, did it for us this time. Huh. That's some funky looking land you got there. But maybe it is. That could be stuff that you're draining off and getting ready to try to start using. What's with the crop circles, guys? Is that oh, irrigation? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Alright. I wouldn't be surprised at all if I've missed something ripping around in here that you guys haven't. Hey, we got like totally turned around, didn't we? It's no good. Okay. Let's just double check the top end of the bay since we're here. I want to get this stuff all recorded so we can see what changes, if it does, because again, this, I hope I'm not wrong, it sounds pretty silly calling all this stuff funny looking if it really, this is just how you live, but in my defense, really in Canada we don't picture you having all this green farmland and stuff. We're hearing nothing but about how dry you are and stuff, so how do I not question all this wetland? It just doesn't end. Okay. See, look at all that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you guys, you should know. I know, Nimble Saint, you're from more southern Cali, so if there happens to be anyone from the Bay Area that's watching, I'd really love to hear if all this funky looking stuff is normal, because that's really weird. It's more like Florida Keys type land, only without the nice clean water and stuff. Puka. Wow, see, it just goes on and on. Wetlands forever, by. Wow. Yeah. So, oh boy, we're already over 20 minutes. Oh, hey, here's one of those things I was telling you about, though. This isn't it. This one just, this is what I was mentioning, this sand finger things that leave the outlet to wash out the land. This is exactly what I was talking about. So we definitely gotta record this stuff, and if you're passing by this area, anybody, it can get us some actual video footage. Wow. What? Whoa. See, really what we've seen quite often with islands forming and stuff, with this sand stretching back like this shoreline's going to disappear and water, the new coast will be like here or whatever. Yet to be determined, I guess. We'll see soon enough, won't we? But this is what I actually came to look in on, was this long finger of water that shows up behind the actual shorelines all over the place. It's just kind of I mean, I could see it happening here and there, but it just seems to be a really too much of it showing up. Especially, I'm going to do a video as soon as I can get the rest of the requests out of the way on North Carolina. If anyone has time to go look at the coastline of North Carolina, it is messed. Like, serious for sure. It has to be. And South Cali, or Carolina too, actually. That looks like all water, but I don't know. Sure be nice to get a read on some of this and see what some of these, how far it is across here and how far here to here. because there's just too many of these showing up with these skinny. A lot of these are only half mile to less than a mile wide, and they go on for miles and miles and miles. All right, so if you're going to be kind enough to indulge us on a little field trip there, I think we've more than overtaxed you with possible options to keep you entertained down in southern Cali. So, thanks for watching and look forward to some feedback. Take care.